live in stereo. We got the scoop like magic in the house. All the details, yeah, you know what that's about. We got the rumors, we got the facts, we got the city on our back. Now you can't stop that. The freshest content nationally and locally, giving you the real deal as the way it's supposed to be. DJ Quiet Storm and non-stop, got the whole world about to pop. You want drama? That's what we got. All the news you can handle soon as it drops. We on Bounce TV 23, Saturday, 7 p.m. I have to say, this the place you go for the info. WTMH Live, simple. Yeah, WTMH Live, WTMH Live, WTMH Live. Can't miss a beat, don't close your eyes. You want the realest of the real, well, here we go. Hip hop and R&B live in stereo. We got the scoop like magic in the house. All the details, yeah, you know what that's about. We got the rumors, we got the facts, we got the city on our back. Now you can't stop that. The freshest content nationally and locally, giving you the real deal as the way it's supposed to be. DJ Quiet Storm and non-stop, got the whole world about to pop. You want drama? That's what we got. All the news you can handle soon as it drops. We on Bounce TV 23, Saturday, 7 p.m. I have to say, this the place you go for the info. WTMH Live, simple.
Taking off on the 1-9, you already know what it is. Fleet DJs in the building, State of Hip Hop guy.
Getting riled up.
Good, y'all. You are here. It is the Magnificent 7 Countdown. I am your auntie's favorite DJ. Am I looking in this camera or that camera?
This is the pilot show of the Magnificent 7 Countdown video show. Glad you can join me. Welcome to my living room. And we're going to get things started today.
Two. I am your auntie's favorite DJ. Welcome to another edition of the Magnificent 7 Countdown Show. We are at a new time, which is 2 p.m. Moving and making way for a brand new up-and-coming show. This group was part of our WTMH radio staff, and they saw the wonderful things that we were doing upstairs. So we definitely tried to incorporate what they were doing with the same time, because their show actually airs on WTMH radio normally at 4 p.m. But now they have come up and graduated with the big dog. So now we're all on WTMH Live, and I'm talking about none other than Show 83. So please, right after the Magnificent 7 Countdown show, please tune in. These are my friends. They are friends of mine. So I'm telling you guys, as people who follow me, please follow them, because they're definitely friends of mine. Not only are they friends of mine here in the media capacity, but they also help me to promote Fleet Fridays. If you don't know what Fleet Fridays is, it's an extension of a lot of the DJ showcases that we have in the city in Columbus, Ohio. But instead of taking 5 DJs, 10 DJs, or whatever, because we have the DJ Cafe, of course, we have the Redo, and we have a whole bunch of other people who have little spots here and there. that, you know, cater to house music. We got hips and all of that. But I just take one DJ, give them 2 hours, because sometimes 1 hour isn't enough. So I give them 2 hours to just black out and fill the crowd. Last night we had B Square in the house. The week before that we had DJ Beat Bangers. We've had DJ Swamp Thing and DJ Goldfingers. And if I'm missing out any DJs, I'm still DJ Jama did one. So it's just really been picking up. And shout out to Bobby Fame, aka Bobby Ferguson, who has given me the chance to just express myself in that way. Fleet DJs is a worldwide DJ conglomerate that we have a direct connection into the music industry. So for those who don't know, we will get anybody from Trina, Nicki Minaj on the phone each and every single week. And you know, Cardi B, we even broke Cardi B's Bodak Yellow. So before it really hit, you know, y'all out there in radio land and TV land, Bodak Yellow was being filtered through Nerve DJs and Fleet DJs, and we were giving feedback on what would work, what markets it would work in. So what am I really saying? Like, if we did that for Cardi B, we could do that for you too. So please get with, you know, whoever, not only if you're watching in the state of Ohio, but wherever you're watching from, because I have a lot of DJs who actually watch the Magnificent Seven Countdown nationwide. So if you're an artist and they've shared this on their page, no matter what, get with your local Fleet DJ liaison. If you have music, please get it to them, because actually they are in charge of getting that to all the DJs worldwide. All right, we are actually going to get into the countdown. The countdown this week was dedicated to all the winners of the WTMH Radio Music Awards, and shout out to all the patrons, not only the artists, not only the rappers and the singers, but the hosts, the videographers, the producers, whatever that it is that you're doing to help boost this music economy and this music ecosystem in the state of Ohio. We appreciate you, so we wanted to dedicate this show to give it back. Please don't think that this is Lane's show. This is not my show. This is actually a WTMH show. They just actually gave it to me and made up a title for it. But this was something that, you know, they said, Lane, we want you to be the front man for it, but this is all of our baby. So, you know, when they came to me and said, Lane, we definitely want to give back to, you know, the people who supported the WTMH Radio Music Awards, I said, hey, it's a no-brainer. So the first one, he wasn't an actual winner, but he is actually on the staff of the WTMH board, and I just wanted to show him some love coming in at the number 7. Raven wasn't no nominee. Was he a nominee for real?
He was a nominee.
Oh, okay, Raven, you were nominated. But he was a winner last year, so that's my guy. If I'm giving him flack, he know it's all love. But that's my guy, Raven Capone, and you know, he's representing the side of town I represent. If you don't know, that's what the Uptown show is all about. Uptown is AKA Forest Park, which is where I grew up at. So, you know, I just want to show Raven some love. Coming in at number 7, I'm from the North Side, baby. WTMH, let's go.
If I can't be happy, nobody else can. I'm back to the old me, minus a couple grand. You do good, you get good, but nobody cares. 10 shots to the next one that wanna stare. Karma been a whole bitch since I was a kid. I'm back to smoking Black and Mounds, I ain't doing cigs. I can feel something wrong, gotta strap up. Ready for war solo, ain't no backup. Run up and get tucked if you act up. I'm bigger than I used to be, call me Mack Truck. North Side is the place where I stomp hard. I've been through hell and back, better check my battle scars. I'm from a place where people die in the backyard, while the kids playing hide and seek in the dark. Glock 9's on silent, you can't see a spark. And pit bulls just eat, you don't hear a bark. I'm from the north side where some people don't make it home. I'm from the north side and I'm taking care of my zone. I'm from the north side in Columbus, yeah, that's my home. I'm from the north side, there a nigga that tell me go. I'm from the north side where some people don't make it home. I'm from the north side and I'm taking care of my zone. I'm from the north side in Columbus, yeah, that's my home. I'm from the north side, there a nigga that tell me go. I'm from the north side where some people don't make it home. I'm from the north side and I'm taking care of my zone. I'm from the north side in Columbus, yeah, that's my home. I'm from the north side, there a nigga that tell me go. I'm from the north side where some people don't make it home. I'm from the north side and I'm taking care of my zone. I'm from the north side in Columbus, yeah, that's my home. I'm from the north side, there a nigga that tell me go. I'm from the north.
Welcome back to the Magnificent 7 Countdown Show. I'm your auntie's favorite DJ. DJ Lane Love is in the building. If you're just now tuning in, the Magnificent 7 Countdown Show is a showcase of a lot of Ohio talent. What we do is we take the videos that most people want to hear as far as the fans in different blocks, different neighborhoods, and say, hey, that's my guy right there. Please put him on your show. And this is the platform for it. So if you are just now tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to WTMH Live. Got my guest here in the building today. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
We got Betty Smith in here from the Scioto County Daily News.
Yes.
And, you know, most people, you're a different guest than what most people will probably be accustomed to because we usually have a rapper sitting here. But
Right.
you were actually on the red carpet for the WTMH Radio
I
Music
was,
Awards.
and I loved it.
How did that come about? Who reached out to you?
George is the one who reached out to me. We were actually students at Ohio Center Broadcasting back in like 2010.
Okay.
God, I sound like I'm dating myself.
That's cool. I've been in radio a long time myself.
That's right. See there? That's a good thing. See, that's good for all you guys out there too. Anyways, when he reached out, he had asked about my company coming out and doing the red carpet and some ideas behind the scenes, and I didn't know what you guys had done last year.
Yeah.
So we kind of went into it kind of new. And then my assistant Sarah Bowen, which is not with me today, but she has been a good assistant of mine for almost 10 years now as well.
Nice.
I don't want to go into a lot of other side jobs, of course, some of us do sometimes, but she was one of my students in driver's ed a long time ago.
Okay.
And she was teaching, or she was learning at Columbus State, and I took her in as a mentor, and she's been with me ever since.
Nice, nice. So you wear kind of like many hats then, aside from broadcasting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So-
have to. It seems like sometimes in this business, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What made you become like a person of the community, you know, so to speak?
I think it really started out, well, I mean, my passion started out with photography, obviously.
Sure.
Got my first camera when I was 8 years old. You know, mom and dad give you a Christmas gift. And I'm, again, going to date myself on this. I had a 110. Well, y'all got nowadays your cell phone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We don't even need cameras anymore. Everything's a camera now, so yeah.
And I'm going to give some credits to Columbus Museum of Art. You know, one of the many trips that we take for a school visit was there. And that was a long, long time ago. But,
Yeah.
you know, just walking through the halls and seeing the art and just having a passion for it. And then, so that kind of goes back that far, you know. And
Nice.
then, you know, of course, radio and broadcasting. I was at Fort Hayes Career Center in high school.
Okay, okay.
So-
That's definitely, I
So,
mean,
yeah,
a lot of
I'm
people
going back-
come out of there. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
So-
A lot of good connections. And again, we were learning. We were very young then learning. There was only a select few that could even get in back at that time.
Absolutely.
You know, you went in, you auditioned, and if you didn't do the right thing, you know, it went to the next person.
Yeah,
So-
some heavyweights from Fort Hayes. Kanata went to Fort Hayes. Sean Anthony, if he's watching, went to Fort Hayes. A lot of great talented people come out of that school.
Yes, and they were it was a lot of knowledge for us back then, and getting to work with a video and. You know, and I look at the, and I'm gonna, that show, The Goldbergs, sometimes I see that guy put that old videotape in there and they go back to the editing. That's what I think of, you know, when you went back to editing.
So, I mean, at a young age, while you're in high school, you are really getting a hands-on training.
Absolutely.
As far as all kinds of broadcasts, so not just radio,
Oh, yeah,
but
it was-
television and all that.
We were
good
behind the
stuff.
scenes, in front of it. We were going out doing interviews with a lot of the Columbus Public Schools.
Okay.
You know, getting any of the, like if there was a science teacher that was doing a project, I did one for South High School, and this was back, I'm going to say 1989, so again, I'm dating myself, guys, sorry. But they were doing a rocket project, and so I went in and had interviewed one of the teachers from back then and the students and got the live coverage of them sending off rockets into the air, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of deep roots in Columbus.
Absolutely. So I know when you first enter into or get your first job is what we call, you know, making your bones. So you got to do the crap jobs. So talk to us about some of the crap jobs you had to do before you
Oh my
started making your
gosh.
bones.
I want to say fun stuff.
Fun stuff? No, we gotta be real. We gotta keep it real. Keep it real.
I mean, we're going back to high school, or are we going after high school?
Let's just dig deep.
Oh
Let's
God,
go.
here we go. I did stuff like, I used to, and again, I'm kind of dating, I was in music for a long time, and I would go and call people up and do like the little music telegrams and stuff and sing to people.
You would actually have to do all. You have to do all the dancing and stuff.
If that was what it required, and these were odd jobs. It didn't happen every day.
Nice.
But yeah, we would say, okay, this is what you have to do. Worked for a talent agency actually at Easton when it came about, seeking out other talent. Because again, you go through phases, I think, in broadcasting. Sometimes you think, okay, I've had my fill of this, I'm going to do something else.
Right,
and then
right.
it just pulls you back in. And that's how I feel it's happened to me.
Yeah. We were talking before the show, and we always say, you know, when you first start in the business, the checks aren't whoppers. They're not huge at all. So, you know, it's kind of good to either be single or, you know, at least know how to get by on some
Right.
ramen noodles.
Roman noodles for sure.
So
Baked
was-
beans. And
Oh, absolutely. So was that kind of your experience? You kind of, you know, like, you know.
Yeah, when I went, and actually, when I had left photography for a little bit to go, I went to TEC was what it was called then, but they changed to Kaplan. Went back into photography, well, not photography, but web design. I thought I'm going to go away from photography altogether. I'm just going to do web and design. It was like the new age thing, and this was back as far as 2005.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, this is the direction I'm going to take. And I was fortunate enough then, so I'm going to pop out a couple names, and you guys might know, like Jared Smith.
Yeah.
This was as early on. We had met a group of people, and we had all actually rented a building out by the Donatos, the main building out there. And a group was in there for a little bit, and we was all bouncing work off of each other. So however it turned out, I thought I was going to do web design, and I was getting away from photography. My photography got pulled right back in, and it actually updated my skills, because that was also when everything was going from film to digital. And as a veteran photographer, I was like, oh no, film's the best.
Right.
You know, and I probably still do believe that, just because, just deep rooted with that. But when it started coming, they was doing the 10 megabytes, or, you know, the 10 gig or whatever, and you're like, okay, I'm going to move up to the next thing.
Right.
But it pulled me right back in. I had that skill already behind me, and it went with the web design for a minute too.
That's a conversation I'll never get into, because I have many photographer friends, and when they start talking about pixelated this and this, mega this and that,
I know,
I'm just sitting up there
sorry.
like, and I just smile like, you know, like, yeah.
And you know what?
As long as it looks good
Yeah.
to me, but you know, you guys are in a different league of your own.
Well, and I've got some that will get really on the mathematical side, or they'll start talking about the f-stop.
Yeah, that's when I stopped.
I've been trained in all that, but do I talk about it? No, I'm there for the moment, for if it's for a family or wherever I
Yeah.
lead into, whatever job it takes me to.
Right, if it's a picture,
Yeah.
I'm like, does it have a filter? All right, let me check.
Now, I will say this, and this is where I'm wholehearted on this. I think there's still, and I'm glad we're on this for that subject, because maybe it might enlighten some people. I still think there's a skill behind a photographer. I know we all got a phone, and we can filter things or put, I do too. I've got a whole setup where I can digitally change things. But when I go as a photographer, I'm thankful that I have that eye, or maybe trained eye, or whatever gift you think you have, and you go out there and you're shooting with that first.
Absolutely.
So then when I go back behind the scenes, I just want to enhance it.
Yeah.
So, and restoration, I'm just going to get into that just for a quick minute.
Absolutely.
A lot of times, and me and your gal back there was talking about losing photos or not being able to find something that we might have did with our grandparents and not having that, and being able to go back and restore something like that has a lot of meaning to it.
Absolutely. When we come back, we're going to talk about, your job role at the Scioto County Daily News.
Okay.
And some of the misconceptions that people have when they start coming into
Sorry,
the
I
business.
started talking too much, didn't I?
we just got to get we just got to
Sorry,
move
guys,
to the
most of you
video.
know me. You know how I am.
Exactly. Got Betty Smith in the building. Getting back into the countdown. One of the winners of Best R&B Female last 2 weeks ago at the WTMH Radio Music Awards. And she's a friend of mine. She is the host and the founder of Soul Dope Sundays. Plus, she has a show called Melanin Living. I believe that's Melanin Living with Best host MJ as well, so make sure you check that out. Follow them, please. But we are going to get in her video. The video is called What We Do. Shout out to Camille. Let's get it.
But outside the school after the fact.
Definitely. We are back, and I tell my guests, I was like, we keep talking because we just like to create that. I like to create an organic atmosphere. This is just a conversation. Some people, they might be, oh, who's watching, and get a little nervous. I'm like, no, this with family and their family out there. So,
Right.
you know, we were just talking about, you know, the grunt work to, you know, start learning the business. And like you said, there were times when I went to the radio station, 10 inches of snow or whatever,
Yes.
but I was so hungry, you know, to carry record crates for Mixmaster Ice or, you know, whatever they need me to do. Like, you know, we would have 10 interns at the club and they were like, who's going to go back to board op? And I'm like, me, I'll go, you know, just
Just get
because
out
I
and do it,
wanted
yeah.
it, right? Did you have that kind of hunger?
I did, and I still do. You know what? You don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, there are times you go in different paths. And I tell a lot of my younger students this. When we talk about careers, I said, you might have one career for 10 years in this business, and you may go totally somewhere else and then come back full circle.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but you want that. You want that knowledge behind you. Just like a doctor, there's not just one doctor. There's not just one photographer or one radio artist.
Yeah.
Everybody has a talent or a gift, and they're going to give that. But then you as a person, you still have I'll use the word goals or whatever. You have aspirations, and you're like, I'm going to do this.
Right.
You know, and there's going to be a door that's going to open up, or you're going to, like you said, 10 inches of snow, you're going to be there no matter
gonna
what.
be there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't care if 2 people show up. We're going to be there.
Exactly. I'm sorry to reintroduce. This is Betty Smith from the Scioto County Daily News. Betty, what is like one of the things that disappoints you when it comes to young talent that they don't see the opportunities in front of them?
Well, when you talk about opportunities, I think there's a lot of missed opportunities, or I think they always think there's going to be that other thing waiting around the door. And I say, well, like I tell my own children, all green spins the same.
Yeah.
And if you think going to Burger King is going to not get you that better job, I learned some of the best stuff in my career starting out in a fast food.
Yeah.
You know, and those connections, and this is God's truth, and they're probably watching, I'm still connected with these people to this day.
Yeah.
So connections mean everything. You know, you think just because you're in Columbus Dispatch,
Right.
did stuff with them back in the day, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I still know people that worked there, you know,
And
so.
it was so funny that people didn't realize, okay, and I'm going to put y'all on blast. I was getting $7 an hour. You know what you was paying me. I was getting $7. I was getting paid.
$3.65, honey.
I was getting paid $7 an hour. I don't know if it was minimum wage at the time or not, right?
Right.
But what people weren't realizing, me and I wasn't interning then, I was actually hired. So I was getting paid. But you know, those little $60, $80 checks.
You know what an intern, or like with us as an intern,
Yeah.
if they gave you donuts in the break room, I mean, come
Say
on,
it,
let's be
right,
real.
A pizza.
You still pay, yeah, or they'd offer, yes. Or we'll go ahead and pay for your parking today. Just make sure you're here at this time, and you're going to do
Exactly.
some edits, and yes.
But when you were able to get the VIPs and you know go behind
Yes.
the red carpet and stuff like that, that was the payoff for us because
Yeah.
we were learning from the artists, the people who were interviewing and the jocks. So that was the thing. But what people didn't realize was I was also a DJ, right? So not only was I getting the $7 over here, but now because I'm with that other radio station,
Yes.
I'm able to charge these people $300 or $400 or $500 just from.
And it's every bit
that's-
worth it because you are putting out it's entertainment.
It's work in your hand,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So have you had,
Yeah.
like, as far as people out there, because you were affiliated with Scioto or anybody else that you work with, were you able to charge the community what you were worth because of who you were affiliated with?
You know what? I still haven't. Well, okay. So this might
Tell
hurt
the
me. This might hurt me.
truth. Tell the truth.
And I'm this is a little personal, but I was a divorced mom for a long time, and I was still in the photography business. And when I took that side of more doing family on my own and not within a company, just out on my own, I was that empathetic mother too, because I knew what it, you'd hear someone say, these pictures are costing as much as buying a car.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to charge you as much as it's going to cost to buy a car,
Right.
but I still want to do a good
job for
Good
you.
job for you. I want to be fair, and I want you to be fair to me at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I back that up behind my own experience as far as, and again, so I'm kind of behind the scenes, and if this helps another photographer or videographer or whatever, I can go back for years and pull up someone's video. I just did it today. I just gave a disc back to a lady. Her daughter graduated at Marion Franklin in 2010. I had done another job at that time, and she was going to hire me at the time, but then, everybody says, oh, I got a video camera. Whatever happened to that video camera that video that they had, wanted to know if I still had it, and I so happened to have 2 clips of that girl's name on it, and was able to go back and find it.
You don't realize what paying it forward does in this business, because it's all about relationships.
Yes.
Right? So you're right, as far as certain people who were families and people like that, if I knew that, you're just trying to create a moment or a situation, I'm going to charge you a certain, but if you're a corporation or business, I would...
Right, you expect to get your, I hate to use the word worth too, but yeah, you're right. I know, here we are.
Right.
he feels my pain. Right. No, sound like my husband. No. You better go get what you're worth. Right?
But seriously.
But your family sees what you do behind the scenes.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, well then when you go out and do this next job, okay, we're going to eat a Red Lobster next week. Well, no, that's not really going to happen, but.
Right. But when you are a freelance photographer, or you're just for hire, or you're a DJ, I don't want to see you pay this caterer $2,000 or $3,000. I don't want to see you pay this venue, X amount of dollars, but then you want to skimp out on me just because I'm an independent or I'm a sole proprietor.
And I've had that happen in weddings. I've had people, and then to me, and I don't know how. I don't. You said you got kids now, so. But if I go and do a wedding, sometimes you sit down with that couple, well, I paid this much for the flowers, and I'm not saying flowers ain't important. I paid this much for the caterer. And then it comes time to take pictures, something that you're going to keep pretty much for a lifetime, and you're going to come back and crucify me if something happens to it.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest. But I'm the guy that's going to get paid less, and I'm like, and I don't like that sometimes. And I love working with everybody, and I work with every budget. I tell people that. But you can't expect to do a wedding for $200 that you're going to do for $5,000. There is a difference.
I'm a bill.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm being honest. If you're in business, you know what I'm talking about.
Seriously. And people need to know that, is because, like you said, the DJ sets the tone for the reception.
Yes.
If the DJ's not playing the correct music, if we're not pronouncing the names correctly, then like you said.
Oh yeah, I've seen that side too with the DJs as well. Yes, absolutely.
So if I'm not saying that, you're going to give me all that grief. If the pictures aren't right or the banner's not correct, you're going to get all the grief. But now, can you give me a discount? Can you hook me up? Like,
and where's the communication? I'm one of them photographers. I do my best. I will communicate all the way through. We're going to meet a couple different times, even if it's not in person. I don't care if it's on the phone. Maybe we'll FaceTime each other, but we're going to stay on the same track. And just to jump into weddings, because it's its own entity, you'll have your bride and groom, and they know exactly what they want, but then them communicating it out to your wedding party, and then your wedding party doesn't follow through with, and it doesn't always come back on the photographer. It's a production. A wedding is a production.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I believe people should be paid especially when it comes where experience is involved. I have 20 plus experience in the DJ world and hosting as well. So, I expect that, okay, this is going to count for something when it comes to pricing, right? So therefore,
and when you talk about DJing, and I did hire many people to DJ karaoke, a lot of musicians while I was with the Veterans of Foreign War.
Nice.
But working with them, and I'll tell you, and this is how you give it back to the community. You have people and they have a budget, or you work with a company and they have a budget, and they would say, hey, can we get this person or that person? And thankfully, with the business that I have been in for over 20 years, and I put that groundwork in, I could thankfully go back to people like Travis Reed Ball and the Trouble and say, hey, this is a veterans club. Can you please give us a break for these veterans? Obviously, they may have veterans in their own group.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and you're a veteran yourself.
Yeah,
you get where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's different aspects of the business, and like you said, giving back to the community. There's going to be times you are going to give back, maybe well on and above, and then there's going to be times where you're going to go do a showcase, and you want a good turnout with that.
I love your people personality.
Look, I'm going way. I don't even know what he is.
Betty Smith is here, man, and she is just vibing, and I'm just seeing how comfortable she is as we're still conversing and everything like that. So please don't go anywhere. We're going to get into the number 5 video. Yasmin was not a winner this year, but she gave a hell of a performance at the WTMH Radio Music Awards. She had the balloons and everything like that, and she killed it the year before. So we definitely want to show her some love. The video's called "Keep Me Up," coming in at the number 5 on the countdown. Yasmin, check it out, y'all.
Shot record.
Nah, don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. Nah, don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. Nah, don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. begging me to eat it. Tú sabes que yo te amo. Y cuando lo mamo, lo lambo. Know that you like it. Every time I'm around, you excited. You got feelings for me, you can't hide it. Let me sit on your face, let me write it. Just to let you know I'm a Scorpio. And you know I like girls on the low. If you tempt me, I give you a show. With some Henny, you know what's to go. I'm feeling you, you're feeling me. So good sex is all that it's gonna be. You know I be popping pills like to see. The pussy you think it's a felony. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Uh-oh, drop it like it's hot. That's the little thing, she on fire, she can stop. I swear I've been watching you, feeling you for a minute. I should've got with you from the beginning. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Like I was saying yesterday, my heart full of bricks, I'm not here to play. I don't give a fuck, man, I'm gas, baby. When it comes to me, let me move out my way. I'ma tell you how it is when a bitch like me come through, my name in your mouth. I'm feeling like the swamp, I'm that little thing that you just gotta add to. I'm different so much for these girls can appeal to. I'm like Channel 7, what the news only talk about. Do crazy shit, that's when niggas got me a feeling up. I'm young, I'm hot, I'm fast, why not? I'm a freak, I like that a lot, but boom! Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Mátalo, despiértalo, que tú sabes que soler y nada me pesa, amor. Tú sabes que yo soy buena, dame beso a vos, que me siento como Selena, como una flor. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Dámelo, dámelo duro. Don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. Don't keep me up. Not gonna keep me a secret. 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 Yasmin.
Like you get charged.
Here's the moment. That's right. That's right.
It's still billable.
Right. Like, this is the contract.
Welcome back to the Magnificent 7 Countdown Show. I just wanted to show the banner because are y'all seeing it right? Y'all are seeing it right.
Yeah, it looks like
Photography, web design, and much more. That's the
Yes.
name of the business.
That is the name of the business, yes.
How did you come up with this name?
Oh my gosh, it started out with a couple of friends of mine years ago. We were all, so I'm going to throw out a name there. I'm not affiliated with them anymore, but Target Portrait Studios. Worked with them for many years, opened up a lot of studios for all across from here to California.
Yeah.
Loved it. Early 20s, man. Like you said, you know, your drive. But we had broke away at one time and thought, we're going to do this on our own, you know, young and had goals, and we had a company name, and everybody had a different view. I mean, we were young, we didn't know what direction we were all headed in, so everybody kind of went their own way.
Okay.
Well, this was kind of the tagline to that, and when I got out of web design, I thought, well, I can do that too.
Right.
So I thought, man, if I'm going to advertise it, I want everybody to know everything I can do.
Right.
So don't just think, do they just do pictures? Well, I need to call this person. It's on there. Now, I will be honest, a lot of time, I never took it away. I don't do as much with web design anymore unless they're doing graphics. Now, I still do a lot with graphics.
Okay.
But as far as putting up web pages, everybody's got whatever, or Facebook's a big thing. So that's the only thing I say about that. But
So
yeah.
you got video.
Video.
What's restoration?
Restoration, that's like where you're restoring pictures.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
so
I've brought some videos back from like VHS to DVD or to a flash drive. Yeah, but I'm not, when it gets into the Super 8 videos and things like that, I do try to refer them to other people in the business if I can. If I can refer that work to somebody else, and again, if it's something I can't do, I try to refer them to a reliable person that I think would do just as good a job as I would. And I'm not saying that cocky either.
So some of my old talent shows and stuff like that, I can give you the VHS and you.
And you can transfer it right over.
Did
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Give me some.
Yeah, all right. I told you, memories.
Exactly. So commercial to personal, weddings. So what's the pets all about?
The pet, again, because families like to have, that's their family. Their pets are their family.
Yeah.
And I've had parakeets, I've had parrots, I've had horses, dogs, cat, whatever. That's their family portrait, and they want that in there.
Okay.
Then we're going to do it.
Definitely.
Obviously, it's a special setting.
Right.
Or you got to go to a location, you know.
So
But
do you live in Portsmouth?
I live in McDermott. Yes, right, 15 minutes from Portsmouth. Yes, I might as well say the comeback city. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in the comeback city right now.
Okay. Is it black folks down there?
Yes.
No, because that's Southern Ohio.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's actually, and so I'm going to give Portsmouth some props for a minute.
Okay, please do.
I've been down there for 2 years now. Again, Columbus is my hometown as well. So to leave and go down there and keep your business going, I still travel to Columbus quite a bit to do work up here as well because I didn't want to lose my customers from up here. I still have a lot of family connections. But when I went down there, you hear all this and the derogatory side, like, oh, it's all about drugs or this or it's a corrupt city. And I said, you know what? I think anywhere you go, and you can find a good area, a bad area, yes. So, and leading back into that, they did the plant for Portsmouth last year.
Yeah.
We got in the Guinness Book of World Records for that. They did the most Christmas carols sang on one night,
Yeah.
and that was a Winterfest they had. Hallmark is actually coming back here, or back there this year, and helping with the Winterfest.
Right.
And I've been teasing, this is not, I don't know no facts to this. I just said they're probably going to make a movie. Hey, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I'm messing with you. I've been to Portsmouth a couple times. You actually have a carnival down there that my grandmother, she's a preacher. She used to preach a long time ago, so she would preach down in Portsmouth. So there was a carnival
okay.
that everybody used to come to. So yeah, I know it's
Yes.
people down
Well, you know, I know. Well, no, they just had the River Days that just, River Days is always there, but they just had the boat races that came, the national boat races.
Yeah.
So I got to do coverage on that this last time. That was kind of historic for me because that's where my dad was born and raised, and to go back and to film some of this stuff and to be a part of the community, it ties in.
So when you do things like, you know, what you did for our event, how was that relatable to you as far as it being hip hop and a bunch of rappers and stuff like that? Are you used to like that kind of?
You know what? Yes,
environment?
actually, I've worked with the music business for a long time as well. I don't want to and again, unsigned artists. I work with a lot of unsigned artists, believe it or not. And I can contribute to that because I know what their struggle is to get where they need to be.
Right.
I'm going to back up to the VFW just for a quick moment. A lot of the folks I had already worked with prior to that, and some I brought in new artists like Angel's Downfall, and that wasn't their name at the time. It was Silence to Menace. There was a gal in there, her name was Natalie Grunin. She's now part of what they call the Damn Shandies, a country group, and they're traveling all over now. She's got an LP out.
Nice.
So when we talk about unsigned artists, and the only reason I'm touching on that, and I mentioned earlier Travis Reed Ball and The Trouble. They have went under different bands or different names around Columbus, and now they're getting Nashville record deals.
Really?
So yeah, it's kind of cool to work with these people still, and then also go back and showcase them.
Right.
Some of them, just like your audience that night, a lot of them were unsigned artists. First thing my editor said, he said, someone's going to get a deal tonight, you know.
Yeah.
So, and that's exciting stuff. You know, and everybody watches the awards, and I know they can get lengthy sometimes, and you guys were trying to stay as tight with it as possible, but we still was able to showcase some of this art, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you just provided a nice touch for just being on the red carpet and showcasing these people. And the good thing was that we were able to combine our audiences together. You brought your audience to the table and whatever, you know, WTMH brought.
Yes.
And that's what networking is all about. Because
And I think from one side of Ohio to the other, because there was some stuff that you guys had that if you don't get it out there, and again, I think live, like we're doing right now, and I told you behind the scenes, you know, sometimes I'm still nervous about doing live because I'm used to editing everything down and it has to be fine-tuned. I'm and so over the top. I want it to look good before it gets to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You see Lakaya, she'll yell out something and she'll open up the
that.
door
I'm
and be like,
going.
yo, that's not right. Like,
And I'm used to like in the ear, don't say that or repeat that.
right. I'm like, let's go with it. You know, and that's like I was telling you before. You know, live gives people the true authenticity. So if they see me mess up or whatever, you know, if I gotta adjust myself, or if I want to drink my water, they're getting the real lane.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But I've got good feedback off of that too. A lot of people, and even in that area, and I'm going to say Scioto County in general, we didn't have, to my personal opinion, I come from an area where it's overpopulated with media, and I go to an area where you'd find out about it 3 days later, or I would have participated in that if I'd known about it, and they're still getting there.
Yeah.
And I think where Scioto County Daily News is, and I was very happy to come on board with them, Mark Craycraft is getting that out there. Now, there's a couple other news stations down there, and of course everybody's got their own touch to things, but I think where he's got classifieds, he's got over 37,000 viewers right now, and they're growing. He's reaching out to different areas. Now, of course, yeah, you still see, sometimes you see the drug stories or whatever's going on, but you also, I think you become your own producer when you're watching your news, like you guys. I can scroll through there and say, well, I want to watch Yasmin. I want to see her performance from the award show, and I can make that choice.
And now we don't have to deal with the big networks and everything like that. Like I tell people, we are a self-made public access television station, but we didn't wait on anybody to do it. We just did it ourselves.
And you guys have been in this for, what, 10 years now?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that looked like I'm giving him the interview.
You're going to turn around on me now.
How long you been in this business?
Right.
I know.
And that's the scariest thing. When I had what we talk about on here, I had to keep it, me being on the side of the host, because all 4 of them are interviewers as well. So imagine me being an interviewer, and I have 4 guys that are ready to come back on me at any time. I'm like, here we go.
And it does make you think about that.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Because and like you said most of the people you usually know, you interview with, and you and I don't really, I met you at the night of the show, but vague.
But you
very
can tell
vague.
We're both people persons. So when you get 2 people persons, we going Chatty Cathy's in there.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
We're going to get us.
We know that Betty. Right. My husband's probably turning the thing up.
Like that. Betty Smith is here, Scioto County Daily News, photography, web design, and much, much more. We're going to give the number a couple times, 614-409-9594. I'm going to turn this around again.
Thank you.
614-409-9594 for your photography, web design, and much, much more. If you can't see that, I'm going to get over here.
And I'm going to add a little joke in on that. I'm in the southern area now, and it's got the 740 number. I am not a telemarketer. You see that number?
Oh, look, they got the little thing for me, too. So if you want to submit your videos, please email me, djlanelove.fleetdjs@gmail. If you want your videos played on this show, please make sure you email your videos to me, and Brandon will make sure that that video gets played. All right, getting into the number 4. We're going to actually do 4 and 3 because we do have to be mindful of Show 83, who is coming up. So I definitely want to play back-to-back the number 4 and number 3 video. We're going to get into King Shad. He was the actual best album of the year. All right. So his video is going to be Trench. So King Shad is going to be number 4 on the countdown. And of course, my homegirl Drea, who was doing big things. She won Best Female Hip Hop Award, Because I Can. We're going to probably chop up these videos a little bit for time purposes. But Betty Smith is here, man. I'm just having a great time. I'm your auntie's favorite DJ, DJ Lane Love. Let's get into number 4 and 3. Let's go.
Red, can I borrow your jacket?
Bitch, I'm the young nigga that's willing to take it. I walk the same road that the greats did. These niggas just mad cause I'm getting my payments, so pull me wherever the stage is. My pops, that just told me keep going, don't stop. No mistake on the thought. Whatever you doing, keep chasing the guap, and you'll get to the top. Just watch. Had to focus on money, can't focus on bitches. They rather see me in the trenches. Already know what it felt to lose, wanna know how I feel to be finally winning. Too many bitches keep breaking my heart. Don't want love, baby, I want a friendship. If you lucky, you might get a fish kiss. Bitch, I'm in the trap trying to stagger my digits. I do this shit like it's GTA. I just completed my mission. It ain't no easy way. Go out and get it. You gotta come see how a young nigga living. Was in the jungle, but walked out the storm. I lived my whole life inside of a blizzard. Who knew when I grew up that I'd be that nigga? I go around lions, tigers, and gorillas. It don't matter if they cripple blood. For the cuz, I go over real niggas. Don't do it for clock on my mind on some millions. Older brother, now I'm fathering children. Bitch, I'm that little nigga, too hot for the city. I had to leave just to get some attention. I guess when you speak back, these niggas don't listen. It's less about killing, no fucking these bitches. But I got a family that don't know who rich is, so I gotta go out and go show 'em. Mama OG and she my best friend. Give the world and she already know it. Pops, he proud of his son, I'ma blow, and I know that he know it. I got a lot of weight sitting on my shoulders, but who would I I be if I let it take over. X on my chest, I be carrying boulders. Nigga, you know it ain't over. Nigga, you know it ain't over. I ain't stopping, nigga, you know it ain't over. I keep rocking, nigga, you know it ain't over. Yeah. Bitch, I'm a young nigga that's willing to take it. Oh, I just say roll out the grace did. These niggas just mad cause I'm getting my payments, so pull me wherever the stage is. My pops, that just told me keep going, don't stop. No, just stuck on the top. Whatever you doing, keep chasing the guap. And you'll get to the top, just watch.
Only white cat.
Oh, see that? Hell nah. Nigga, we don't do
take my food. You done hit the food stand with that food.
Oh, good.
Huh?
Come on. Check it one time. See if you got some riblets in there too. Hold on.
That was a quick one. You see that shit?
Try to hide behind the nigga. You ain't invisible. We see you. We see you.
Alright, you got it.
Thank y'all.
So extra piece.
Look at her. Look at squeak, squeak. I heard it all the way back there.
You look familiar. I think I know. You be with Drea? You be with Drea?
Bobby, have her put them pants on. Go on in there. Go on in there.
Don't let me find out.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, it's with somebody.
See, hear that nigga right here. Hear that nigga right here. What up?
Hey, hold
What's
up.
good, fam?
Damn, y'all niggas always fucking with me when I come up
Hey,
here.
That's how it's supposed to be,
You
man.
always walking up here like you
Y'all supposed to be my mother.
Let us hold something.
And then,
Hold
no,
up.
I don't want her to hold it. I want her to bring me the bitches.
Hey, bro.
She always bringing the bitches.
All right, somebody.
I know.
He wanted the business. I want to go there.
No, I can't solo dolo tonight, bro.
Solo, dolo.
Y'all ain't see all them females that just walked in this bitch, bro?
Hey, if you come out with two, I want one. You hear me?
I got you.
Yeah.
My
Play
nigga.
it.
Hey, let me get that bottle.
No.
That's Travis
later.
Scott.
That's for you later.
Hey, fuck you, bitch. Hey, fuck both of y'all, nigga.
All right.
Next.
Fresh up in the club with my little PYT. Popping bottles, chillin' in the VIP. Everybody asking questions, I say BIC. They be hating cause they really wanna be like me. If I hit it, I can do it again because I can. They say, damn, how you get with the friend? Because I can. Understand, I'm building a brand because I can. I be damn if I let them demand because I can. Hopping out the bando, it don't got a handle. Shorty love the beach, I had to take her to Orlando. She called me Rambo, loving my commando. I just lit a candle and put it on the mano. Take a picture with Shorty and a sister. If you ever need a break, just tell them, nigga, eat a Snicker. Now I'm feeling my liquor, Kush all in my swisher. All that hating they be doing, but I'm still getting richer. I got it, so get whatever you like. I used to ride the cold and now we catching a flight. They try to take advantage probably cause of my height. Ask about me in the streets, they'll tell you Dre can fight.
Yo, man, I hear it's supposed to be popping like.
Man, I'm ready to see what's happening. You hear me?
Hey,
I'm trying to see what's coming through tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Like that big booty bitch from last week?
You see me too?
Yeah, I see her in line
I
right
said
now.
it too. Where? What's she at?
You'll see her when she come out.
All right, we're
Check
gonna
it
see.
out.
We're gonna see what's happening.
What's going on? Oh yeah, wait. Come on in. What you got? Let's see.
Yeah.
Turn around one time. Oh, look at your eye. Look at your eye. It's all trunk. It's all trunk. Go on in there. Next. Come on up.
Let's go.
Oh, she got the whole. Nah. So,
We gotta pay.
check this out.
We gotta pay a
She
little
over here.
extra for that.
Yeah, what she doing there? You know what?
Hey,
I'm gonna put this up to the side right there.
All right, just throw
Yeah,
me
let me-
20.
You
Get
did.
in there with that.
No, don't listen to him. It'll get you caught up. You better take us out of this bag real quick. Yeah, that big booty bitch. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna get them dishes, so I'm gonna get them. Yeah, ain't nothing in here. She ain't got 20. You clear, go ahead.
Fresh up in the club with my little PYT. Popping bottles, chilling in the VIP. Everybody asking questions, I say BIC. They be hating cause they really wanna be like me. If I hit it, I can do it again because I can. They say, damn, how you get with the friend? Because I can understand. I'm building a brand because I can. I be damn if I let them demand because I can. Excuse me, right now I'm all in my zone. Status say she taking, but keep calling my phone. These bitches out here choosing, but I'm in the wrong. Who the hell you think you're checking? Better lower your tone. It's summertime, now they wanna act up. Ain't nobody trying to be shacked up. Watch that little bitch, you better back.
You're like, man, I hope I don't tell you too many lies, or you know.
we live now. Welcome back to the Magnificent 7 Countdown Show. I'm your auntie's favorite DJ, DJ Lane Love. I got Betty Smith here in the building from photography, web design, and much more. I'm trying not to bend the thing.
Oh, you're fine. I appreciate George making that for me.
Make sure. Yeah, it's a partnership, and that's what it's all about.
Yes.
We appreciate you coming to the WTMH Music Awards and working the red carpet and just providing your services to us.
I'm excited. Hopefully, we come back next year and see the changes.
That's an automatic.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, good. You heard that.
Yeah, definitely. But I appreciate the feedback, even when it came to the lighting and stuff like that. You didn't hold any punches. You just kept it real.
No, I hope it wouldn't be a negative, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As to what we can do better, and that's what it is. Like, I mean, people don't want to be lied to. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you did this good, you did this good. But you know, this is where you could probably bring it out and make the show a lot better, and we appreciate that.
And we want to showcase. I mean, again, I'm behind the camera and I'm recording it, and I just want everybody to look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my job, right? I gotta make you look good. Definitely.
So, when you, as far as your demographic, who you market to, how do you go about marketing your products and services?
You know, it's been over the years. So, and I've hit different areas from. So again, I'm going to kind of jump around with this, from going to the racetracks and doing people with their cars, to newborn babies, to graduates, to weddings. So I'm fortunate enough that I've been in it long enough that I can hit different areas, or if a customer calls me up, and I'm going to be honest, if I don't know it, I will find out.
Right.
Or I will do the best up to my ability to what what we can do. We'll work together.
Definitely. Now, do you attend like fairs and networking events to where,
I used to.
Services?
I've gotten away from it a little bit because, thankfully, I have enough business that comes through that keeps me in different areas. But I've done my time with going to craft shows and festivals, or, just getting behind the scenes or getting out there and talking to people. And then thank God we have live media, or we have a different outlet nowadays that makes it a little easier than what it used to be.
So, for our audience,
yes,
let me put my hip-hop hat on.
Okay.
So if I'm a rapper and I want to use Betty Smith, and I got this vision, and Betty's scratching her head like, how do you actually relate to that person who maybe he has a vision, but you have a different way of that you want to?
I think we both come to the round table together, and we discuss ideas as a partnership. So he's going to come to me and say, Betty, this is the things that I need, or this is what we would like to see happen. And then from my experience, I'm going to jump back in there and say, okay, have you thought of something like this? And I might bring something to the table that they didn't even think of, which is good. I want to enhance it, And then they may enlighten me as well. They might have an idea, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that is a good idea.
Definitely.
So I look at it as a growing experience between the artist and myself.
Have you had people that just ask you for something completely weird?
Oh, Lord.
Billy.
Oh, no, man. Back with picture. Yeah, maybe. Come on,
let's go.
No, I've worked in, like I said, in a lot of different venues, a lot of different aspects, a lot of different groups, I'll say. Different people want different things. Some areas, and I'm going to say this jokingly, I have a cousin of mine, whenever he has me to come out and do their family pictures, he's like, yeah, you can do my wife's picture, mine and my wife's pictures from the bedroom. And I'm like, yep, I have a tripod and a tripcord. Joking. Joking.
Just on camera now.
No, yeah, right. But you get what I'm getting at. I'm like, there's some things that, it depends on I will say this too, I guess, as an aspect. I've had people that's come to me that have different sexes or whatever, and sometimes they feel shunned to the public and everybody, and I'm not going on some like religious banter or anything. Right. I feel you come to me and you're asking for a service, and I'm going to produce a service or a product. And so I'm going to break it down for those of you that are in business, and if you're not in business in this way, you need to reconsider some of your thoughts. And there's nothing wrong with being personal about, I mean, that's why some people go into business. Well, I'm only going to go to these people, or I'm only going to go to these people. Well, okay, I'm going to say I'm like Walmart. I don't care who comes in and buys that toilet paper. I'm going to do a job for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay, does that make sense, folks? I'm not trying to offend anybody. Everybody has to come in and buy toilet paper. So
right.
Yeah, I will tell you a funny joke on that. I went on a blind date with a friend of mine one time. She wanted me to go with her, and her dad or somebody gave us like a bunch of toilet paper right before the date. I told the guy I was a toilet paper salesman.
Tell me what you want me to be for the right price.
When the date didn't work out for him, he did take a roll before he left. God, I don't even know where that came from.
Betty Smith is here. We appreciate you. We do got to get ready for show 83. But lastly, one more time, tell everybody where they can find you and call you. Hold this up while you do that.
Facebook's probably the easiest now, but I do have a website, and it's right on there, pwdmm.phototime.com. There's a lab on there, which I tell people you can order from the luxury of your own home, even after I take them. I put up so many to edit. I keep pictures for quite some time. So even if you're a previous customer and you want to go back and look at something should still be up there. Because I try to keep, like I say, I don't know what's going to happen a year from now, or you may lose someone, or God forbid there be a fire. Maybe there's something up there that you can still recapture that memory. Nice. So I do my best to keep them as long as possible. Storage.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate being here with you guys.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
That was definitely an honor.
Again, if you guys don't know who this guy is, this big gentleman next to me. These are the corn-fed dudes up here.
Make me look smaller.
That's my man L Boogie. He's part of Show 83, as I mentioned before. He helps me out with Fleet Fridays, and we have this big vision for the city. So please tell them real quick what Show 83 is all about before we get into the show. Don't go anywhere. Tell them about it.
So Show 83 is basically about showcasing all talent that is Ohio. All talent, that means musicians. If like you are a photographer, you got your own business, all that stuff, that's what we do. We showcase all of that. Also, you know, we got our hot spot that everybody loves to come through and jump on and freestyle. So we're trying to give y'all that 106 and Park Rap City to the basement feel. So that's what we coming up. That's what we got coming up, you know, right after this show. So stay tuned, stay locked, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great show.
We only gonna give y'all about 1 minute of each video so we can get this whole set up and get them ready. So we're gonna play the number 2. Give you about a minute or two of Yin, who won Best Song for Panda Remix. And then the number 1 video for this week is Bobby Craig, Hungry. He is the winner of the Best Video and the Best Lyricist. So we appreciate everybody. Once again, this show was dedicated to all the winners at WTMH Radio Music Awards. I'm your auntie's favorite DJ. I thank you. Betty Smith, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And we're going to get ready for Show 83, Magnificent 7 Countdown Show. We out.
Sauter County Daily News.
Yeah.
Heen? What's good, my nigga?
What's good?
Shit, sitting out here, you know what I mean? I'm feeling good. How you feeling, my nigga?
Shit, I can't call it.
Bro, stop doing that, my nigga. Come on, man. We gotta call it nowadays.
It's 5:30, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why we gotta call it, my nigga. I found out we can get it.
What?
The shit we been talking about.
You said what?
I know where it's at.
How you know?
Don't worry about how I know, cuz.
You bullshit.
Hey, come on, man. Stop playing, bro. You know I wouldn't even bring it to you, cuz, if it wasn't for real. You know where I'm at.
Bet.
Come see me.
I'm about to be on my way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, yeah. Buckle up.
Columbus, you broke, I get sick to my stomach. Nice cars when I'm rolling. All this ice look like I'm frozen. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, they doing the cabbage patch. Smoking so much, I got cataract. All this shit mean I got hella right. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, cabbage patch. Gas, power pack. Work. Jumping jack. Black and red looking like Wolfpack. I trap with the skulls in the back. If I take a loss, then I bounce back. I run it through hoes like a fullback. I get broads like Columbus. You broke, I get sick to my stomach. Nice cars when I'm rolling. All this ice look like I'm frozen. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, they doing the cabbage patch. Smoking so much, I got cataract. All this shit mean I got hella right. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, cabbage patch. Gas, power pack. Work. Jumping jack. Black and red looking like Wolfpack. I trap with the skulls in the back. If I take a loss, then I bounce back. I run it through hoes like a fullback. Alright. You can call me Ian. I keep it 100, pockets full of Benjamins. Northside representer, but I love the 10. I'm one where we stay fresh and get it in. I'm what you call grind hard, came from nothing. Had to carry a 9 and 4-5 for busting. The pluggy took me out, I came back, rocked in. A couple flips and I ain't looked back since then.
Yeah, what's good, boy? You know you don't know what you're doing now, man. You know what I mean? Hey, you know everything. You?
Hey, reason why I need to get over here. No.
Oh, yeah, 5:30 in the morning?
Yes.
5:30?
Yeah, no days off, my nigga. You was up, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was up.
Then, I mean, what you talking about?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anyway, I appreciate you coming.
For sure. You're right.
Yeah. I know where the nigga got the key to the city.
Oh, yeah.
I know where the nigga got it. Sure, my nigga, listen.
Right.
I know the nigga got it. I know who he is. I got a couple niggas on him right now.
Right now? So we can go get it right now?
Nah, we gotta wait till the night. We gotta do it right. I'm gonna call you probably like 10:30.
Okay.
We'll link up there and then we go get that motherfucker.
I'm with that. I'm with that for sure. We need that. We
gotta get it tonight.
For sure. We need that. That belongs to us.
Just holding on to it.
Oh, yeah.
Get with me, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I will.
Hey, get with me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Zero, cause you don't see no dinero. Boy, I be clean as a pharaoh. Close facetious to get here. I know regular nigga, mind deep like Marshall and Malcolm. I don't wait on nobody, go out create my own outcome. Goddamn, this bitch is pretty. I'm on my way to the Western Latina, slowly undressing. Drink out of passing our blessings. Getting this winning. I know you see the progression. This is no days off. We ain't nothing like Ferris.
Columbus, you broke, I get sick to my stomach. Nice cars when I'm rolling. All this ice look like I'm frozen. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, they doing the cabbage patch. Smoking so much, I got cataract. All this shit mean I got hella right. All black, Cadillac. Diamonds, cabbage patch. Gas, power pack. Work. Jumping jack. Black and red looking like Wolfpack. I trap with the skulls in the back. If I take a loss, then I bounce back. I run it through hoes like a fullback.
Yeah. What's up, my nigga? What's going on, brother? Get in this win, pinky and thumb gang. Yo, real quick, I need to get fresh real quick, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta holler at you real quick, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, for sure.
What's up, my nigga?
Shit, bro, everything, you know me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in this rhythm, you feel me? You know, I had to come and see you real quick, man. Guess what? I got the scoop on, man, on the homie that got the key to the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just got the drop on that, man. So
you said what? Hold on, the key to the city?
Yeah, the motherfucker with the key to the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we found that motherfucker, bro. We got the drop on him and everything, trying to get his location pinpoint, all type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, you know what I mean? But you know, I had to come get fresh still. You know what I'm saying? Before I go wild on him. Matter of fact, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? You trying to go get this key with me or what? Okay, let's go, bro.
We really in here, my nigga. Yeah. Can't seem to get away from all this shit. Straight out that arm and hammer. Buster Franklin counting grammar. The be out here, God boys, about boxing David Banner. The pioneers been activated. I'm Neo on that propaganda. Really don't need all these Jordans. Trying to give me some acres of land up. I reckon I don't need nothing. While I'm tracking everything I want. I am a magnet to money. Yeah. It just keep on gravitating to me. I am a magnet to feminine energies. Ladies keep on gravitating to me. Fresh off this hiatus. The bitches keep on gravitating to me.
Started off with nothing but now I'm popping in. I'm a mafiotic dog until the day they drop me in. I've been killing rappers, it's become a hobby now. We're running out of places I can stuff the body. Don't you fuck with Bobby on my body, you stomp you out to the audio. Son of motherfucker like teddy bears in a snotty nose. Adios to all that humble shit, dog, it's time to boast. Ain't a motherfucker on my coast that is kinda close. The classy hoes go pistachios when I'm blasting flows. Attractive foes, not opposed, cause I'm blazing past them, yo. See, I've been at this rap shit here for a minute, but this year is my year. It's time to kill and leave the casket closed. I blast off, spit flame, I'ma never turn the gas off. And I'm tryna stay grounded like the asphalt. Eat a rapper face like I'm tripping on some bath salts. Just to back with up to get blowed now. Opposition get mowed down. I ain't never had a pot to visit till I cop the vision. And I really put my own style. See, I'm done with this shit. At first I was just having fun with this shit. Woo! Now my city's in need of some heat, so I'm here to relieve all you rappers. I'm running this shit like I'm done with this shit. At first I was just having fun with this shit, but my city's in need of some heat, so I'm here to relieve all you rappers. I'm running this shit like
I ain't really wanna fuck around with you fakes. Staying true to the code, do what it takes. Hard on the track, won't say the shit to my face. Cause you looking like steak and you about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Won't say it to my face, yeah, you about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Hungry. Look at me, say it to my face. But you won't, cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, man. Put him on my plate, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Won't say it to my face, yeah, you about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Hungry. Look at me, say it to my face. But you won't, cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, man. Put him on my plate, motherfucker, I'm hungry.
Started off with friends, they turned to enemies. Plotting, they watching and trying to get me, cause my energy's popping to stop me. But they don't know the flow been hot like some coffee. You see, the only time I rest is when I'm rotting and coughing. So dog, if you been sleeping on me, wake up, homie, cock-a-doodle. And I'ma do him like a pit bull on a fucking poodle. Y'all got me losing my fucking noodle. I suggest you run, what I'm about to do will be fucking brutal. If you bad for my business, that'll get you smoked like a pack of the Swisses. That'll get you roped, I've been choked in the back of the boat. Do you flow? I don't know, take a bath with the fishes. Motherfuckers wanna act like some bitches. They don't give me props, they get mad when I'm winning. Put them in some batter deep fry, then I splash them a lemon. Put them on my plate, then I get to smashing again. And I'ma kill them all, ain't nobody safe. Looking like a lion while you looking like a snake. Too many people tryna ride my way, but you bitches wasn't here till my tie done changed. Now my vibe done changed. Bringing pain to the mainstream, I'm underground. Anything else really ain't me. Crazy until the day the Reaper come and take me, but I don't give a fuck as of lately, baby. I ain't really wanna fuck around with you fakes. Staying true to the code, do what it takes. Hard on the track, won't say the shit to my face. Cause you looking like steak and you about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Won't say it to my face, yeah, you about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Hungry. Look at me, say it to my face. But you won't, cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, man. Put him on my plate, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Cause you looking like steak that's about to get A, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Won't say it to my face, yeah, you about